Welcome to Healing Gardens, where we bridge the wisdom of our ancestors with the vitality we seek today. If you've ever looked out at a winter landscape and seen only barrenness, you're about to discover something extraordinary. What appears dormant is actually nature's most resilient pharmacy, waiting patiently beneath frost and snow, ready to nourish those who know where to look. For generations, our elders understood something we've largely forgotten. Winter isn't a season of scarcity, but rather a time when nature concentrates her most powerful medicines. While spring and summer gardens burst with obvious abundance, winter's gifts require a keener eye and deeper knowledge. This matters profoundly for seniors, whose nutritional needs intensify as metabolism shifts and immune systems require extra support during cold months. The wild foods available in winter often contain higher concentrations of vitamins, minerals, and protective compounds than their summer counterparts, precisely because plants must fortify themselves against harsh conditions. When we harvest these resilient survivors, we're not just gathering food, we're absorbing the very essence of nature's survival strategies. The journey into winter foraging represents more than a return to traditional skills. It's an act of empowerment, particularly for seniors who may feel increasingly dependent on commercial food systems or concerned about rising costs. There's profound dignity in walking through a winter woodland and recognizing abundance where others see only bare branches. This knowledge transforms not just what we eat, but how we relate to the world around us, offering purpose, engagement, and a tangible connection to landscapes we might otherwise avoid during colder months. Learning to recognize winter's edible treasures begins with understanding that many plants don't disappear, they simply transform. Pine needles, for instance, remain green and accessible throughout winter across much of the northern hemisphere. Eastern white pine, in particular, offers needles rich in vitamin C historically used by indigenous peoples and early settlers to prevent scurvy. The key is learning to distinguish safe varieties from the few toxic species like yew, which can be deadly. Rose hips persist on wild rose bushes well into winter, often sweetening after the first frost. Similarly, sumac berries, those fuzzy red clusters atop staghorn sumac trees, remain harvestable through winter, offering a tart, lemony flavor rich in antioxidants. Barks and intercambium layers from certain trees sustained countless generations through harsh winters. Birch bark tea provides betulinic acid and anti-inflammatory compounds, while pine cambium, the soft layer between outer bark and hardwood, offers surprising nutrition. However, harvesting bark requires strict ethical guidelines. Never girdle a tree completely, take only from already fallen branches when possible, and, understand that this practice should be reserved for genuine need rather than just casual experimentation. Winter also preserves certain greens beneath snow cover. Chickweed often remains accessible in milder climates or under light snow, offering tender leaves that are rich in vitamins and minerals. The safety principle for all winter foraging remains absolute. If you're not 100% certain of your identification, it's best to just leave it alone. The beauty of winter foraged foods really lies in their straightforward preparation, which is just perfectly suited to seniors who are seeking nourishment without all the complexity. A warming winter tea, for example, requires nothing more than harvested pine needles, rose hips, and maybe some sumac berries. So, simply rinse your ingredients thoroughly, chop the pine needles coarsely to release their oils, and then simmer everything gently for about 10 to 15 minutes. Incorporating foraged ingredients into hearty soups, it transforms simple meals into real nutritional powerhouses. A basic winter wellness soup might start with conventional ingredients, like bone broth or vegetable stock, root vegetables, and beans, then get enhanced with those wonderful foraged additions. Preparing wild foods also involves proper storage techniques. Rose hips can be dried for year-round use, pine needles frozen in small portions, and sumac berries stored dried for making refreshing drinks throughout winter. Throughout history, winter foraging represented survival knowledge passed carefully from elders to younger generations. In northern European communities, seniors held respected positions as keepers of this wisdom, their accumulated knowledge literally keeping families alive through lean times. The benefits of winter foraging extend far beyond nutrition. Research consistently shows that regular outdoor engagement, even in cold weather, supports cognitive function, mood regulation, and physical health in seniors. Beginning your winter foraging journey requires patience and proper preparation. Start by investing in quality field guides specific to your region and climate. And, join local foraging groups, mycological societies, or nature centers offering guided walks. Remember that foraging is a practice of reciprocity. Take only what you need, leave plenty for wildlife and regeneration, and consider giving back through habitat stewardship or native plant cultivation. Winter foraging offers more than free food. It provides purpose, connection, vitality, and a tangible link to the resilience of those who came before us. By reclaiming this ancient knowledge, we don't just survive winter, we thrive within it, discovering that the coldest season can nourish us most deeply. If this journey speaks to you, subscribe to Healing Gardens and join our community of plant lovers rediscovering timeless wisdom. Share this video with anyone ready to transform their relationship with winter, health, and the living world around them. Together we're cultivating resilience, one foraged treasure at a time.